also parliament leaders of all of these 26 political parties, Preeti, will be coming together to have a joint sort of a parliament strategy, isn't it? That too is something that is expected.
Well, yes, they are going to be, India is technically going to be meeting before the parliament session, monsoon session begins tomorrow to come up with their own strategy. This is also the first time in a very long time you'll see all these parties come together, because before that, before every monsoon session, there is usually an opposition strategy meet. But the last few times we've always seen, some of the other parties missing. TMC till now had mostly avoided sitting on the table with the Congress and discussing a strategy. This would be the first time that the TMC is going to be on board where the Congress is concerned. We've seen sporadic protests by political parties, some of them not being a part of it, some of them avoiding it. So for the first time, these 26 parties will come together to discuss strategy. And that is where, the smaller fine print will also come into question. The Aam Aadmi Party will push that there should be, full attendance in Rajya Sabha when the bill of the Delhi Ordinance Bill is tabled. If there is a walkout, if there are absentees from other political parties, it will become a grouse where parties like the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, where they have a lot at stake where the ordinance bill is concerned. Vice versa, in other bills also, which the government looks to table. And there are a mammoth 21 of those bills, Sneha.
Preeti, also interesting, like I asked you at the outset, is going to be the role of fence sitters. BSP, for example, may not have great numbers in terms of the strength in parliament, but parties like the BRS also. These are parties that the BJP and the opposition would be looking at very closely, isn't it, given that it's the time and the season of alliances being forged?
Well, there'll be a fair amount of lobbying, but, I think it will go according to what traditionally has gone down. I would see if the BRS actually has pledged support to the Aam Aadmi Party on an individual basis where the ordinance is concerned. But you never quite know. On maybe key matters, if the fence sitters don't really want to take a stand, you might see them being absentees, or you might see them walking out. But it would be interesting because the BJP is hoping to get certain key players, which till now are not part of the NDA. But, with what our sources are telling us, the likes of JDS, the likes of the Akali Dal, the TDP, will they be able to woo them in their fold, especially when it comes down to voting for particular bills? Well, we'll only know, but one can surely expect fireworks in the next 17 days to come.
All right, I'm going to thank you, Preeti, for the moment, for getting us up to speed with that. Also tracking this big story is Paulami Saha. I'm going to thank her as well for putting that into perspective as to what really is expected when the session finally begins.